I'm here at the Yojo Outlet headquarters in Cincinnati, Ohio, which is also the former home of Kenner. And I'm holding here at Kenner Congo, the movie Deluxe Monroe, as opposed to the regular Monroe. There were two deluxe figures. There was Monroe and there was Bone Crusher. Bone Crusher obviously being a lot cooler than Monroe. But Monroe's cool. He's got his hat. He's got a firing shoulder cannon. The monkey's eyes and teeth glow in the dark. There's a Zinj attack monkey, whatever that means. I'm not really familiar with this movie. I saw it when I was a kid. But I've opened a couple others. I opened that Karen Ross. I opened the mail-in Blast Face. And now I'm going to open this Deluxe Monroe. I got this for a whole $5, so I'm pretty stoked on this. And I mean, when you look at that, how can you not open it? There's just so much going on there. That Zinj attack monkey, look at him. He, for 22 years, he's been just, I mean, literally imprisoned. I mean, look, he's like, almost as if there should be chains on his arms and his legs. And he just can't wait to wreak havoc. Here it says, lost in the deepest reaches of the jungle lies a dark secret. Journey with the heroic Congo explorers to the lost city of Zinj with its legendary diamond mines. Beware the ferocious Zinj apes who viciously guard the treasure, destroying all who come near. They're hiding in the jungle, watching and waiting. In the Congo, you are the endangered species. So at first glance, we thought this was Danny Glover. It's not. It's, who is it?
Ernie Hudson.
Ernie Hudson. Who's Ernie Hudson?
Winston from Ghostbusters.
Winston from Ghostbusters, who's right there. The glow-in-the-dark one. There's the regular one. There's an astronaut one. There's one with something on his face. So yeah, this is Ernie Hudson, not Danny Glover. I don't know a whole lot about Ernie Hudson, but I will tell you something about Danny Glover. When I was a sophomore in high school, in my geometry class, our teacher, she showed us this video about the fourth dimension. So there's obviously the second dimension, the third dimension. I was talking about the fourth dimension. So what Danny Glover was explaining to us was that if you take a square, which is 2D, draw another square next to it, and connect the corners, that's a three-dimensional object, it's a cube. So if you were to take a cube and take another cube next to it, and then connect all those corners, that is a tesseract, and it's 4D, it's 4 dimensions. So that's why if you see the movie Interstellar, when they talk about the tesseract, that's what that is. Matthew McConaughey's in the fourth dimension. So the Zinj ape, he has no articulation whatsoever. He has pegs holes in the bottom of his feet. I guess maybe they made some kind of like monkey vehicle. I'm not really sure. But his eyes and teeth glow in the dark. And if you are you familiar with vintage toy freedom at all, you know how much I love glow in the dark things. So now I'm gonna take Winston from Ghostbusters out of here, and look how savage that is, that card art. I mean, he's blasting some apes here. So I gotta sit down. There's a lot going on here. I also, if you're a fan of the show, you know I like bubbles that are shaped in odd ways. And I mean, it's got a monkey imprint on top of it. I haven't seen, I mean, obviously the bottom is kind of some sort of geometric shape, but I've not ever seen one that was like that. So here he is. He looks kind of like, you know, he could fit in well with the Swamp Thing line. Like a Bayou Jack. Get these guys off of here. Let me look at the instructions. So it says slide launcher onto backpack as shown. So we've got a backpack. There's a launcher. Goes like that. Okay. I'm not 100% sure. Oh, I see. So that goes there. Fit peg on backpack into hole in figure's back. Position launcher as shown. So it goes over his right shoulder. Gonna move his arms out. I like his hat. His hat's cool. I think I mentioned that. Load projectile into launcher. Press button on top of launcher to fire projectile. So let's shoot us some monkeys. Move that because I don't want to shoot any mask figures. I don't know how much those are worth. I could shoot some $400 Starcom figures. I don't even see where there's a... Oh, there it is. Oh, that's weak. Come on, Kenner. If this was Hasbro, this thing would like take an eye out. Some of those missile launchers are insane. That was a little bit better. And then store 1 are both projectiles in backpack as shown. So let's see. So it's got a little thing there. You can store those. That's pretty slick. I like when figures have. Here's an interesting thing. The missiles are different. You don't see that too often, do you? Usually, you would think there'd be 2 of those or something, but yeah, it actually has unique missiles, so you can fit both. I guess maybe they're designed to kill different types of monkeys. So he's got this gun here, and yeah, I guess he kind of pulls this guy down, and I don't know if I have that on there right. I guess I do. And it also looks like this can connect on there too. It's got a hole and a peg. Now, this is getting a little wild. Danny Glover's. He's entered the 4th dimension. Now he's in the Congo. So, yeah, there's a whole lot going on with this. I'm not sure about the whole functionality of that. It's a little bit too much for me. Those missiles are kind of haphazardly thrown in there. Missiles aren't really a thing that you want to be haphazardly thrown. But yeah, there he is, and then he's got his little monkey friend. His monkey friend looks like he's acting in a play or something. He's doing Hamlet or some kind of Shakespeare. So I feel bad for the little guy. He's just protecting his diamonds. Danny Glover wants to pop him in the face with some missiles. So. Anyway, the moral of the story is if you're ever in a Tesseract, you can send yourself a message through the books on the walls of your daughter's bedroom to tell past you to go and save yourself, but then you're just caught in some kind of time continuum. But hopefully Danny Glover or Winston from Ghostbusters is there to save you from Slimer, from Zinj monkeys that glow in the dark, or anything else that might come your way.